Hello people, what's up? Quick video before I had to end recording for the night. Now, as you remember, or as you may know, there was a open poll that has surfaced recently that apparently suggests that almost 80% of teenage boys think that games over-sexualise women. Now, there were significant problems with this poll, and I'm going to give you my opinion on the poll quickly because this isn't actually the main video. I was going to do a video about it, but I forgot, so I'm going to have a video within a video. So basically, the poll actually came from a feminist, and she spread it to all her other feminist friends, and they spread it to their feminist hug boxes in Tumblr and Twitter. And basically, what happens is you get an 88% agreement that video games over-sexualise women. And these are basically social justice warriors pretending to be teenage boys. I'm not denying that some of them weren't male, some obviously were, but the vast majority were obviously white women, okay? And they were feminists, and they were social justice warriors. And that's why you can't trust that survey, because the means of how they do a survey and the open poll often shows how valid the research is. Now, somebody else recently, and I'll just get the archive up now. This is from SurveyMonkey, the same place that the original poll was released, has done a survey for the social justice warriors, and he or she has said that this is 100% social justice feminists that answered this scientific survey. And the question is, do you believe social justice feminism should kill all men, #hashtag kill all white men? And yes was 89% and no was 11%. And then the question 2 was, do you support doxing, as has been used by Randy Harper, against the family of a debt collector? And yes was 88.89% and no was 11.11%. You're beginning to see a pattern here. Do you support death threats as have been used against Boogie2988 and Milo Yiannopoulos? Yes was 85.86% and no was 14.14%. Getting a bit worrying. It makes you wonder who are the actual perpetrators, but you know, let's give it the benefit of the doubt. Have you ever pretended to receive a death threat or harassment for any form of personal benefit? Example, financial support, Patreon, Kickstarter, social support, Twitter, Tumblr. And 86.6% said yes, and 13.4% said no. Question 5 was, do you believe social justice feminism is about co-opting popular communities and movements by any means necessary for the purpose of injecting outside politics within them? Example, Atheism Plus, Occupy Wall Street, video games. Yes answered 87.76% and no answered 12.24%. This is beginning to get extremely fascinating. I mean, can you believe that all the accusations levelled at Gamergate and gamers are actually a form of projection? Who would have thought? Are you against beautiful or buxom women in fiction due to personal insecurity or inadequacy? 82.65% said yes, and 17.35% said no. Of the people you personally know that are social justice feminists, how many of them are white? The answer was 100% is 7.938% and 99% was 20.62%. Although I think those answer choices were pretty poor. He should have made that, I think, a lot higher. I mean, more varied, really. Of the people you personally know, what are social justice feminists? How many of them are heterosexual or bisexual? 100% was 72.16% and 99% was 27.84%. Interesting, but I don't see how that's relevant, apart from straight, obviously, because they always attack us men for being straight. Have you ever personally harassed, doxed or threatened anyone online? Yes answered 82.65% and no said 17.35%. Now that's the banger. That is the nail in the coffin of social justice. They've all just basically admitted to being harassers. or having harassed people. Apparently we're the ones doing it. Agree or disagree? Video games should have no purpose as forms of entertainment or as toys. They should purely be used to educate the world about social injustices and feature only women and minorities. All the video games should be banned via legislation or removed from shelves. 85.71% agree and 14.29% disagree. I just can't believe that this has happened. I'm struggling to believe that this is real. I mean, the fact that they just basically said, yes, we do all the things that we accused you of. Yes, we are insecure. We don't like curvy women. It's I guess it proves everything that we always thought was the case. That they're projecting. They are as bad as the trolls that have tried to use the hashtag of Gamergate and others to harass people. They are the ones doing most of it and blaming us, and all their nefarious deeds have been brushed under the carpet. And that, at least for once, they're being honest, you know. Although I still think the ones about, you know, sexuality and how many people you know who are women or something should have had a more varied number. But I don't know. Maybe he did ask, but nobody said 75% or 25%. It just, that kind of shows their hug boxes and echo chambers that they live in. It's fascinating. I don't really know how to take this all in, other than this should be used against them in any possible way. I still would wish that the moderator on Kotaku in Action who posted this actually he probably has, but I don't know where he's posted his findings other than that results. But I want to see his evidence that these are all social justice warriors first. So at the moment, I'll take this with a pinch of salt. Trust but verify. I'm not going to try and listen and believe, but at the moment I'm kind of believing it a little bit, but I'm gonna see if anything else happens with this. So until then, this has been Changman93. Like and share the video, drop a comment, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you later.